Okay, so now I'm going to turn on the cold water to the shower. I told you we were expecting some weather. Clearly we are. So I'm relegated to the garage today, but I've got these drawer fronts and doors to make, and sand and paint and all that stuff. And also I mounted the table yesterday to the brackets for the end cap that are going to be the table for the passenger side. And when I looked at it this morning, there's a crack right where I put the screw. Even though I use self-tapping screws, must have still gone in too fast and it stressed the wood. So now I'm going to put a couple of trim screws in there just to try and hold that together. Hopefully that's going to work. Otherwise I'll have to take those out, cut that piece off, and make the table narrower. But I'm hoping I don't have to do that.
Hi, we're Matt and Kristina. We live in an off-grid, eclectic hobbit house nestled into the mountains of Colorado. After waiting for our new Ford Transit Trail Edition van for over 8 months, we've decided to throw in the towel and buy a new 2022 four-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter. After building out Clarity One and traveling for 3 years, we've missed van life, and we're excited to finish building out our new home on wheels and getting back on the road.
With my shoulder injury, I can't put enough strength on it to get that screw in without stripping it, I think. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's pretty good. Well, that was a surprise. We got about 8 inches last night, so taking advantage of this mid-March snowstorm to go skiing with my friend Jonty. Well, sure glad we got up here early. Yeah. Apparently there was an early wreck and none of the lift operators got here, so you can see all the people here. They said they might have the lifts open by 10:30, but we got some adventurous kids over here that are doing the right thing. Hopefully Jonty will get a run in.
Movie star today.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll get a run in before he has to leave at 11:15.
Yeah. Yep, we'll see.
Maybe they'll cancel your meeting.
And they made it. 9:45.
Yeah, I'm really glad
Here we go.
It's better than 10:30.
Yeah. Just had to do the hike over here to Upper Hades to get some fresh tracks before it's all skied out. What are you doing? Smile, you're on candid camera. Woo, it is coming down. Oh my goodness.
Our winter van build is wrapping up, but there's one more huge task left: making all the drawer fronts and doors. It may be hard to imagine, but there are 9 drawers and 6 doors in this tiny space. Matt built each one by hand, filled imperfections, sanded, caulked, painted, and custom fit each one, then installed and adjusted the hinges and latches to work perfectly.
Oh God. So putting these things in is such a pain. Number 1, tiny little Chinese parts. Number 2, got fat fingers. Number 3, I have to get this washer in here because if you put these on without a washer, it makes the springs stick and then they don't function properly. So I got to get this little washer in here. Damn it. Get this fleece off. And then try and get the screw in this little pilot hole straight. At least so it'll stay long enough for me to put a screwdriver on it. Done.
After a short glimpse of spring, winter returned, bringing more snow and muddy roads. This little guy must not have heard the weather report.
Something I really like about these hinges is we've got 10 to 15 mile an hour winds going right now, and this door stays open. It's just got a little bit of tension on it. Really sweet. Also, I know there have been a lot of van builders who have put fold down tables here. We thought about that, but for the size of chairs that we have and everything, the height would have been totally wrong, and it just wouldn't be that useful for us. Plus, we already have a table that we put out here when we sit out here, so it seemed like we didn't really need it. Okay, it's time to put the water in and leak test. Woohoo! I love having this tank right up here where I can see it. In Clarity 1, it was really hard to see back there, and you had to fill it from the outside, so you couldn't fill it and see how full it is at the same time. So I like this design. Okay, checking for leaks. No leaks here in the output and to the drain, so the tank drain. No leaks up here, no leaks all the way through over to here, over to the water pump. I've got the valve, the input valve to the water pump, and then it goes through the water pump. The output valve is open through the filter, and then the valve is also open that takes it into the cold water inlet for the water heater and the sink. And I do have the shower valve closed right now. That's the output to the shower, the cold water outlet. Okay, I'm going to turn on the pump. So now it's up to pressure. What am I missing? There's water pressure all the way to this line here, to this valve here, so I'll turn that on. That'll turn the water on into the water heater and out to the sink. So turn that on first, and turn that on. I'll go ahead and turn on the hot water out. And I might as well turn that on too. So now I've got water coming in, flowing into the water heater, out from the water heater to the shower, and out to the sink as well. Still filling up that water heater. And there's our cold water. And there's our hot water. And it's just displacing the air out of the water heater.
Sounds like it's farting. There it comes.
It goes. So far I got no leaks. Oh, I got a leak. Where's that coming from? As tight as I could get it with my fingers, but it was not very tight. So you can't have a plumbing project without there being at least one leak. And it's just because I hand tightened it, but I didn't really wrench down on it, even though it's got a rubber gasket on it. So I tightened it up a little tighter. We'll see what happens. All right, so it's not leaking now. I had to put pipe thread tape on there, which you shouldn't have to do on these fittings because they have rubber gaskets in them. But, you know, it is what it is. That's what made it not leak. All right, so we're good to there. Okay, so now I'm going to turn on the cold water to the shower. Ooh. This is what you get for hiring these amateur plumbers. It looks like I completely missed this connection over here somehow or another, and now everything else is all plumbed into it, so it's going to be a pain in the ass to reach. So this is a partially crimped ring on there. It wasn't crimped all the way down, and I don't know how I missed that, but it must have slipped off or something, and I thought I had it crimped on there, but it wasn't crimped all the way, so it just popped that fitting right off under pressure. So it turns out that that not all the way crimped ring was actually not crimped at all. And so I ended up putting it back on and crimping it down and turned the water on, and it's working great.
How about the story in between the story? where Kristina went all the way to town to buy a whole nother bag of crimp rings.
Okay.
Next, Matt set to work building the pull-out gear tray. In Clarity 1, he built a small tray, just big enough for our 2 mountain bikes. But in this build, we decided to make a pull-out tray the full width of the garage storage area that will not only fit our bikes, but other play toys and essential van equipment. In keeping with the lightweight build, he used a 1/4-inch plywood for the bottom and reinforced the edges with angle aluminum. This should hold all our stuff without breaking out the bottom.
Jessie! Oh boy, we going for a walk. Oh yeah.
You can feel the shift.
Oh, Kristina was just skipping down the hill. Things have changed. Things are changing. Today is the last day. We're getting things just ready to go in the van, and I've got some details to do. And we're just so excited to be getting to this point. It's feeling like such a relief.
Oh, it's been such a journey. It took longer than I ever imagined, and doing it in the winter and a curvy van. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, this van has been so much more than we expected as far as how much work it was to do everything. And it probably doesn't help that I'm another, 4 years older. But anyway.
I think there was complexity more than age in there.
It was really complicated.
I really have to honor Matt for creating an absolute masterpiece in spite of all of the challenges. I just really want to acknowledge that. It's an amazingly gorgeous van.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far as a masterpiece, but it's functional and it looks nice. I like it. Yeah. We were showing it to our friends the other day and they're like, wow, it's so clean and clear. It's like,
right.
Wow, nice. Nice compliment. Well, I can't tell you how much the weight feels like it's been lifted, and we are so lighthearted just knowing we're getting ready to head out on the road.
I am so excited to be wrapping up this van build and getting my cameras back out and my new lens and filming and bringing you guys along with us. So we really hope you'll join us on our new adventures, and we look forward to seeing you down the road.
I tried to put on my best singing voice for you.
Oh, thank you. That was so sweet.